somewhere deep under the ice of Antarctica. Something is moving, and scientists are terrified because whatever it is, it's getting stronger. For decades, we've viewed Antarctica as a silent, frozen continent, a wasteland of ice and rock. But what if we were wrong? What if, buried miles beneath that ice, something has been waiting dormant for millennia? In early 2024, a routine scan by a European Space Agency satellite picked up something completely unexpected. A massive anomaly buried deep within the Antarctic ice sheet was shifting. At first, the researchers dismissed it as a glitch in the system, a simple sensor error. The object was enormous, estimated to be dozens of miles across, and it was located in a region of East Antarctica previously thought to be geologically stable. But the data was persistent. Every 6 hours, like clockwork, the object would move ever so slightly. Frustrated, the European team reached out to their counterparts at NASA to cross-reference their own satellite data. What they found sent a chill down their spines. NASA's satellites, using entirely different instruments, had recorded the exact same pattern. The anomaly was real. This wasn't just a random geological shift. The movement was rhythmic, consistent, almost like a slow, steady pulse. It was as if something unimaginably large was pushing upward from beneath the continent, causing the ice above it to bulge and then settle back down. One geophysicist on the project described the feeling in an internal memo, saying it was like listening to something huge rolling over in its sleep or the slow, deep breathing of a continent. The data was unlike anything they had ever seen. Seismic charts from the region started showing faint, rhythmic tremors that matched the satellite observations perfectly. The scientific community was officially on high alert. Something was happening under the ice, and nobody knew what it was. Immediately, theories began to fly. What could possibly cause such a massive, rhythmic movement? The first and most logical explanation was the collapse of a mega ice chamber. It's known that vast cavities and subglacial lakes exist beneath Antarctica, carved out by geothermal heat and meltwater. If a large enough chamber were to collapse, it could theoretically cause the ice above to shift. But there was a problem with this theory. The sheer scale of the anomaly was too big. No known subglacial cavity was large enough to create a pulse this powerful and widespread. Furthermore, the rhythmic nature of the movement didn't fit the model of a simple collapse, which would be more chaotic and sporadic. So what about a volcano? Antarctica is home to a volcanic field with at least 138 volcanoes hidden beneath the ice. Could one of these be waking up? A supervolcano slowly building pressure could explain the upward push. Researchers quickly checked the location of the anomaly against the known locations of these volcanoes. There was no match. The object was situated in a geologically quiet zone, far from any known volcanic activity. This deepened the mystery and led to a far more unsettling theory. Some researchers analyzing the high-resolution radar scans noticed something peculiar about the object's shape. It wasn't an irregular blob like a magma chamber or a collapsing cave. It appeared to have a near-perfect elliptical shape with smooth, defined edges. This was highly unusual. While nature can create symmetrical patterns, a perfect ellipse on this scale is incredibly rare. The implication, though unspoken in official reports, was chilling. What if it wasn't natural at all? Then, in January of 2025, the situation escalated. Seismic sensors deployed near the anomaly recorded a sudden, significant change. The object hadn't just pulsed, it had expanded. The surface ice above it had been pushed upward by a full 3 centimeters. Now, 3 centimeters might sound tiny, but when you're talking about an object potentially miles wide, it represents an incredible displacement of mass and a colossal release of energy. It meant that whatever was happening down there, the internal activity was increasing dramatically. Scientists now feared they were dealing with a massive, contained pocket of unknown energy or pressure that was rapidly building up. The rhythmic pulse was the breathing, but this expansion was the first sign of its stretching. And that's when things got truly terrifying. In the weeks that followed, the tremors around the site intensified. A series of deep, resonant quakes began to ripple out from the anomaly's location. A major ice shelf hundreds of miles away developed a new, massive crack overnight. GPS stations across the entire sector of East Antarctica started to report minute but undeniable shifts, all pointing away from a central point as if the continent itself was being warped from below. One senior researcher in a leaked private email wrote, "We're flying blind. All our models are failing. We don't know if this is geological, chemical, or something else entirely, but it's reacting to our observations. It feels alive in some way." So what is moving under the Antarctic ice? Is it a new, undiscovered geological force that will rewrite our understanding of the planet? Is it an ancient structure built by forces unknown that has been buried for eons? Or is it something that nature and humanity has never encountered before? For now, without a way to drill miles through the ice to reach the site, nobody knows for sure. The only thing we know is that after centuries of silence, the heart of Antarctica has started to beat, and whatever is waking up down there has finally started to move. Thanks for watching. If you found this mystery as fascinating as we did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on this and other strange discoveries from around the world.